Well, good afternoon. Thank you for joining us. I asked not to use a microphone, so I'm hoping everyone can hear me. So my name is Paul Brake. I'm the city manager from the city of Morgantown. The purpose of this update is to talk about the construction of the runway extension here at the Morgantown Municipal Airport. We have some exciting news to share with you, and this is a great day to celebrate this milestone. So I want to introduce our speakers, and this is in the order that they will be speaking. When we're done with the respective presentations, if there's questions that you all would like to ask, if you can wait until the very end, we'll entertain them. So we have John Grable, who is the airport director, Bill Kowecki, the mayor of Morgantown, and Russ Rogerson, who is the CEO of the Morgantown Area Partnership. So I would be remiss if I did not introduce a few dignitaries. So we have Jenny Celine, our former mayor and current city councilor, Dave Harshberger, who is a city councilor. Incidentally, the airport is in the 6th ward, so this is Dave's ward. Then we have Sean Sikora from the Mountain County Commission. So thank you for being here. We have Michael Garcia, who's representing Senator Manchin, and Jessica Cross, who's with Senator Capito's office. And so, and perhaps do we have a visitor from McKinley's office?
Also Capito.
Oh, okay, very good. Well, thank you for joining us. So, so for the past several years, we've been actively working on a collaborative partnership with the Federal Aviation Administration, specifically the Airport District Office. It's in Beckley, West Virginia, that has oversight of all the airports in West Virginia. There's 3 separate components that we needed before the construction of the runway could even begin. The first is the justification study. And so for the media, if you recall, back in January of 2018, we received concurrence on the justification study. In that study, we explained why we believe this project is merited and why we should be given the go-ahead to propose the project further. The second component is the environmental assessment, or EA, which includes the sort of impact, if any, does the runway extension make to any components of the environment. The third component was a study where we can make the business case to the FAA regarding the funding of the runway extension project. Although this project is managed locally through the guidance of the FAA, the bulk of the funding of the project comes from the U.S. government. The study was reviewed concurrently with the environmental assessment, and this cost justification, which is called the benefit cost analysis, or BCA. So commonly in aviation, we use a lot of acronyms, and you may hear that from our next speaker. So, although it was nearly 2 years ago when we were given the go-ahead on the justification study, the early initiative to pursue this endeavor started roughly about 10 years ago. At that time, the city began working with Michael Baker International on an airport master plan. Approximately 5 years ago, the city began a close relationship with the FAA to gain the appropriate concurrence or approval to move this forward. So, without further ado, on behalf of the mayor, city council, city leadership, and stakeholders of this process, we are very pleased to announce that we now formally have met the requirements to begin the construction of runway 1836 of the Morgantown Municipal Airport. So, so this is why we're coming to you today. So I'm really excited to also announce that we've assembled really a top quality team to move this project forward. Nearly 6 months ago, the Morgantown Area Partnership welcomed the arrival of Russ Rogerson as its first CEO. Approximately 2 months ago, the city hired a professional airport director, John Grable. Based on the compilation of this team, we can move the airport and the proposed I-68 Commerce Park forward. This will add strong economic vibrancy not only for the city of Morgantown, but the greater area. So, and I'll make that each of the introductions, so I'll keep coming back and forth. But next up, I'd like to introduce our airport director, John Grable, will tell you more about the benefits to the municipal airport. So,
Thank you, Paul.
sure.
Welcome, everybody.
Thank you for coming out today. Like Paul mentioned, this is a great benefit to our community, getting the opportunity to extend our runway. One of the things that we've needed to do here for a while is improve our infrastructure and allow for greater commerce to come in out of our region. We have a lot of corporations that use this airport that can't use it at times because the aircraft that they operate are too large for this facility, and they wind up going to Pittsburgh instead. So with this runway extension, they'll be allowed to bring their airplanes here and operate their business right in their backyard. So instead of having to drive 45 minutes away, it's a 5 to 10 minute drive for them. So Morgantown is a very affordable and easy for them to use, and we're a nice simple airport for them to get to where they need to go quickly and easily, and reduce all their operating costs. So really looking forward to that extension. It'll also help drive other corporate aviation that's in the area. We can bring in more users. We have folks that have been interested in building facilities here, but because of the runway length, it's restricted them to have their aircraft located here. This now gives them an opportunity for additional expansion and development. So we're hoping that we're going to be able to bring some new jobs to the airport by bringing those types of facilities here. The other long-term goal is to help us with our air service development. And with the longer runway, we can go to a little bit bigger of an aircraft. So our current provider can look at upgrading their fleet, or even a different air carrier provider can looking at a little bit bigger of an airplane. So that will help us tremendously in the future in growing air service for the region, and hopefully we can bring service to the area that our community needs and wants, and I know they've been looking for years. So I'm looking forward to bringing that here, and this project starts the ball rolling for us. And like Paul mentioned, it's been a long time coming for this to happen, and really looking forward to making it work and working with all of our community partners, and of course with the FAA, who's really been supportive of us making this happen today. Thank you.
Okay, very good. So next up is Mayor Kawecki to give his remarks, kind of impromptu, of the city's perspective. So.
You notice I have a great quantity of notes. I don't come as well prepared. However, I would like to suggest to you that, Ben, where are you? Let me be, what was your phrase? I was very I forget what it is. Thank you. This has been a very interesting process. Again, it's been a long time coming. We've had an awful lot of people pushing to make it happen. I want to thank the people who are sitting here, I know who have been involved in it. Ron, this is way back in your term that this began. Sean, you've been a big help to what's been happening here at the airport. All of the people here who have really contributed, that deserves a thanks. So let that be my role, and just simply saying thank you very much for all of you who have contributed. Even John, in coming here, if you walk around this airport now and you notice how spiffy it's become, how neat and clean, that's really the tendency, that's the direction we're going in. We've dotted our I's, we've crossed our T's, we've crossed the hurdle, we're moving forward. So again, an interesting process. So we will continue, and we're happy to be here now, and we're looking forward to the future. So again, thank you.
So next, certainly not last or least, it's my pleasure and honor to introduce Russ Rogerson with the Morgantown Area Partnership. Talk a little bit about the Commerce Park and what that means from an overall economic development perspective.
Thanks, Paul. This is a great day for economic development in Morgantown and the greater Morgantown area. First of all, a strong, viable airport for private and commercial use is definitely on the high on the list of things we need to have in our community to continue to attract quality jobs and investment. But also, this project is quite unique. It's been a little bit challenging, and a lot of people have put a lot of time and effort into it. But you know, nothing worthwhile is easy, so you have to work hard. Ron and Commissioner Sikora have been at this a lot longer than I have. I arrived here 6 months ago, and one of the things that got me excited about Morgantown was when they told me about what is happening out here at the airport and what this runway extension means not only for the airport operations, but also the development of 90+ acres of land that will be a business park for our community to attract investment and jobs into. And so with that, you know, you're getting a 2-for-1, okay? So this effort is going to improve airport operations, improve access, and improve quality of service, but it's also going to allow us to create close to 90+ acres of developable land that we'll be able to recruit companies into and have them bring jobs and investment to our community. And ultimately, all economies are based on the continuation of working together and adding opportunity for business and industry to come to the Morgantown and Mon County areas to grow and prosper. So I'm excited about it. It's been the whole 6 months and I get this handed to me, and so that's great news and it's a great day. When you think about what's been happening in my short tenure here, I think right after I got here, we celebrated the opening of the T-hangars. You know, so we have brand new T-hangars out there for people flying in and out and keeping their planes here in Morgantown. I just attended the Milan Park Aquatic Center, another wonderful project. And now here we are today talking about getting FAA approval to move forward on a runway extension and the creation of a 100-acre industrial park. Hard to beat that from an economic development perspective. So I appreciate everybody's hard efforts and work on this, and I look forward to getting out there and bringing companies into our community. So thank you very much.
So this is a pretty short and sweet program. So these are all the presentations that we wanted to make. I don't know if there's questions that you wanted to ask the panelists, or we can wait afterwards if you'd rather do, you know, individual kind of one-on-one. So kind of take the lead from the media and you know what your interest is. So.
One-on-one.
Okay, all right. The vote is in. So, well, thank you everyone for coming out. Stick around for a little bit, and I'm sure there'll be some good questions that'll come out of this and conversations, and look for additional information on the great progress that we're doing, not only at the Morgantown Municipal Airport, but also at the Commerce Park as well. So, thank you again.